The Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is all lit up for the first ballot Hall of Famer who wants in on the subject matter du jour in the NFL with all these rough in the passer penalties. Warren Sapp back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, 99?
Trying to find a way to live between heaven and earth without touching dirt anywhere, Rich. I'm good.
Okay. Are you calling in from the beautiful 50th state, Warren, right now?
Yes, I am. I got invited to a beautiful Players in Paradise golf tournament by the OTA Golf Apparel, Swag Golf, and some Southwest Airlines and some beautiful other sponsors. Had a nice little charity event. The great Byron Scott, Magic Johnson's backcourt mate, was here with me.
Okay.
And we had a real good time.
How's the golf game going? How was your golf game?
Getting better, Rich. I'm telling you, baby. You know what? Anthony McFarland says when I do hit that drive right, it's the instructional video. So,
that's what I'm saying. I can tell he's been playing a lot more.
That's what
I got to work. I got to work on that second shot. Bruce Smith tells me Sapp is the second shot. You're right, Bruce.
All right.
So it's like pass rushing. It ain't the get off. It's the turn, the dip, and the rip.
It's the turn, the dip, and the rip, and then the not roughing. Right, Warren?
I can't even, Rich. What am I supposed to do? I think there's a handsomely paid offensive guard, and definitely the left and right tackle are handsomely paid. And then the chip block that they do with the back coming out, and the tight end standing there hitting you. I mean, they have enough people to protect the quarterback. There's no way you're going to ask me to sack the quarterback, strip him of the ball, recover it, and then I got to push him out of the way too.
Yeah, I saw that play by Chris Jones. That was unbelievable.
Oh my God! I mean, when you go get the sack call fumble recovery, I mean, nothing left but the touchdown. I mean, you hit four of the cycle. You almost hit for the cycle. Are you kidding me?
And he actually even used his offhand to make sure he didn't put his full body weight.
Hit the ground. But the referee is behind him. They don't have the umpire in front anymore.
That's right.
They've eliminated the possibility of somebody seeing it.
So that's why you got to be reviewable, right? Right? It's not the answer.
Now we finna turn the game in the targeting in college.
No,
we'll never get out of it. We'll never get out of there.
Well, I'm saying here's my fix.
How about the people that are paid to protect him? Protect him, and you allow the defensive tackles because they've taken their head and his knees out of it. So now all I have is his body to hit. And you can't ask me not to land on him. The guy in Miami tore his knee up trying to not land on the quarterback.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was there at that game. I was Rich. I was cursing at the kid. I'm like, how you get hurt sacking the quarterback? And then they gave me Sapp, they can't land on him anymore. I'm like, huh? That's the pillow. That's the reward for rushing the passer. We have the hardest job in football. We don't know the play. We don't know if it's a three-step drop. We don't know if it's match protect, swoop, slide, double team, whatever they give us. We got to break through this and then go get him. And now I'm responsible for his protection. You got to pay me a lot more money for that.
Well, again, you might have been scuba diving while I was talking about this on my show. Not that you're following me from Hawaii.
No, I do. I know
that, but I'm not saying.
But I was down. I was down. I came up for this.
I know, and I'm not saying that we should make this challengeable like pass interference was 2 years ago.
No, we have to do something, Rich, because it's just egregiable. Because the one that happened in Tampa, underneath my stadium with my name hanging over there. Oh my God!
That's the worst part about it, huh?
I mean, the worst part that number 99 of your program, number one of your heart, sits over the top of this. And Grady, I mean, here's the best part.
Yeah.
If Tua did what Tom Brady did, we would not even be in this conversation right now.
What do you mean?
Tua tried to throw the ball, Rich. He extended his body up and then got yanked back to the field turf. If he'd have folded up like Tom Brady and went down, his arm would have hit the ground just like Tom Brady's, and he'd have got up, and we wouldn't even be talking about it.
Huh. Well, I just want to make sure you're not blaming what happened to Tua on Tua, right? I mean,
Tua has some culpability, Rich, because once a defensive lineman like myself grab you around your waist, you don't extend up to try to throw this ball away. Because first of all, you put yourself back in the pocket by going back to the right. So now you don't have the law and the rule that you're outside the pocket. The ball just has to reach the line of scrimmage. You didn't do that. You went back into the pocket. And then when he grabbed you and spun you around, you jumped up and tried to throw this ball. I'm telling you, Rich, he definitely has some culpability in this.
Warren Sapp.
When you play this game, I realize every 6 seconds that I might be in the training room or it might be over. That's why you take precautions in it. That's why you practice like you play. Because when it's the game, this is what I do every day.
Pro Football Hall of Famer Warren Sapp right here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, so again, reviewing it though, I want the Hawkeye, the officials that are currently sitting in New York City. No, I'm serious. The ones who are sometimes chiming in saying you should get that guy off the field because he threw a punch, or you should spot the ball on the 28 because the helmet got touched, not at the 34. You should make sure that that's not called a fumble because his knee was down. That sort of stuff.
We're going to get the non-football people to talk about something that they shouldn't even be talking about, sacking the quarterback. I
don't know, but it's better. It's better than seeing what we've seen the last 2 days.
It's better than what we got because that was ugly. That was ugly football. I mean, just ugly. I mean, you can't do that in Raymond James. You know how many quarterbacks are playing in that turf? I mean, Rich, it was unbelievable what we do. Bruce Smith was on the phone. And Bruce was like, man, I grabbed Boomy Shiason and spun him around and just slung him. I'm like, yeah, I got a couple of those tombstones. I climbed up Steve Berlin's face and tried to put his helmet all the way in the Raymond James face. I'm sorry, Berlin. But it was what we did. I mean, it was allowed, and it was, the game. And now they've taken the head and knees out. I mean, they get enough money to protect their bodies. I mean, come on.
So let's turn to the subject of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You concerned about their ability to win it all this year right now, Warren?
I'm concerned with my ability of my quarterback to score touchdowns because Tom Brady with that little number of touchdowns is something very, very uncommon to all of us. Is it not, my good man? Because you've been watching him since Michigan.
Right.
And it's the one thing he can always do is put the ball in the end zone. And more than that, I'm more concerned about our defensive tackles inside. We can't stop nobody. We can't stop the run. Green Bay Packers showed up and just ran for 8 yards a carry.
And that's been their forte, obviously.
No, we live in our past glories when Sue and Vita was young and we was rushing the passer and we did some special things inside. We live in our past glories.
How do you fix that?
We're not.
How's that fixable then?
You know what? And you know me, I watch the defensive tackles. Hakeem Nicks wasn't even putting his hand in the ground until the guy was in motion. I'm like, my God, ball's ready, you're ready. I mean, it was simple stuff that was getting us in trouble. I mean, not even lining up. And then Vita Vega getting driven back 5-6 yards, getting dropped to his knees. Those are the first 2 plays of the Green Bay game. I'm sitting up watching this. I'm like, boy, this is going to be a long night. Oh, and then Pat Mahomes shows up with the most touchdowns in the National Football League, and then we fumbled the opening kickoff.
Not the way to do it.
We fumbled the opening kickoff. We give the high-powered offense 15 yards. Really? That's how we're going to start this thing off with Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. No.
So then you look at the rest of the NFC, Warren. How real do you think the Eagles are going into this game against the Cowboys? How real?
Very much so. I mean, it ain't real. It's the quarterback.
Right.
This kid has 2 legitimate weapons in A.J. Brown and that Smith kid outside, and the tight end inside, and the running backs, and then he's a weapon where they can play 11 on 11.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Lamar Jackson, this is the most dangerous quarterback in the National Football League with his legs in his arm.
He is that good. He really is that good.
Oh, my God. He's putting that ball exactly where his guys can make a play.
And the defense is balling out, too. How about that kid, Jordan Davis? He's so damn huge, and he's so athletic. It's really impressive.
But he's got to get the heavy Chevy has got to get his gears and, his angles right because he's going to hurt somebody. It might be his own teammate because that thing get rolling, boy. Woo! Right, man, listen. Fletcher, Graham 55, and the young kid 7. Who is that? the young fella. Oh, I saw him when they came down to Miami. Was it Simmons?
We're going to look
7.
that number 7.
Number 7 at the end.
Okay, right. And then you got Slay on the back end. I know. You got,
he's Russian. I mean, he's got,
Reddick. You're talking about Hassan Reddick.
Reddick. Yeah, he's got a wrestling mentality. Third down, he's a nightmare. So we're gonna see if number 73 in your program, number 1 in your heart, after getting Dak Prescott put on almost on the IR for the whole season, they singing his praises in Dallas. We're gonna see if he's ready to block this Sunday.
Is Parsons your defensive player of the year so far? Since we're going to see him on Sunday night against Philly?
What a monster. What a monster.
Is he the guy?
But he's playing it right now. Mm-hmm. He's definitely playing it. He listen, when your starting quarterback goes down, it falls on the men up front on the defensive line because that's where it starts on defense, up front. If you can stop the run and go put quarterbacks on their butt in the National Football League, you're going to win games. And then Cooper Rush should prove to every NFL team alive, don't get rid of the preseason. They need it.
Interesting.
They need it. This kid came out of preseason ready to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb in the number 1 position because CeeDee Lamb had a new position. And then the rest of the guys, he knows where they're going to be at because that's how he got his job. That's what I've been doing for the last month while Dak was chilling. I never had a problem playing preseason. Me and Brooks talk about this. We're like, dog, what's wrong with going to work? Because nothing's going to get you ready to play a football game but playing a football game. You have to do it.
Before I let you go back to your Hawaiian times, because I heard you say the word marina in the middle of a conversation. I heard that. Sounded got places to go.
They went from the store to get the beer, and then they all looking around in the car like, well, now where do we go? To the marina? put the marina in the GPS, please.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to chime in on? There's so many topics.
It's so much.
What do you think?
So much.
Anything else you want to hit?
You know what?
That's on your mind?
I'm just gonna tell it. I'm just gonna tell all NFL fans out right now that are looking at your football team that might not have a winning record or might be at the 500 or a little bit before 500. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers started 3-4, 3 straight years. And one of those years we went to the NFC Championship game and lost to Marshall and them 11-6. Mm-hmm. So don't lose faith in the first 2 months of the season because November and December is what we all remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, Warren Sapp heading to the marina in Hawaii. Hashtag Scuba Sapp coming up. So it's the hashtag. What's the hashtag?
Listen, little fella over there, don't be talking crazy, man, about them old stories, man. It's just I give what I get. That's exactly what happens.
Okay. Brady that, right? Brady that.
Yeah, Brady that.
Brady that.
All right, baby, I'll let you.
Take care. There you go. Warren Sapp, everybody. Warren. There you go. He's out. Going to the marina getting beer at 7 in the morning.
How quickly can we get to Hawaii?
Not fast enough.
Yeah.